When we're talking about one of the most masculine things that a modern man can own, the first thing that should come to every guy's mind is the suit. It's an essential. And no matter what kind of guy you are, no matter what type of lifestyle you live, every man should own at least one suit. But the problem is everybody doesn't understand. You shouldn't just own a suit. You should own a nice suit, because a nice suit, like I said, it's essential. It is the most masculine thing that a man can wear. And it's I hate to say it, but it's what separates the boys from the men. And to tell you the truth, as black men specifically, but this applies to all races, your image matters. Your image is important. That's why it's important. It's not just enough for you to do the job. You have to do the job better than other people, other races. You have to do the job, and you have to look better than other races while you're doing it. And I hate to say it, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that to say that it's a reason to be victims. We don't run in the victim Olympics over here. What I'm saying is that it's essential for you to do everything that you can to succeed and to put yourself in a position to do and to receive the best outcomes out of life. That is your job. Okay, that is your goal. That is your mission. That is your focus. So, with that being said, every man should own a nice fitted suit. Now, I'm not just saying a suit, but a nice fitted suit. And guess what? Everybody doesn't know what that means. So, we're going to talk about that, because first of all, a good suit can make a bad looking guy look great, but a bad suit can make a great looking guy look terrible. It's the truth. When you wear a suit and it's not fitted right, and it's not properly made, and it's not a quality suit, it looks bad, and people can tell. And people that may not know any better may not say any better, but the people that do, they do. And it's the truth of the matter. So for the modern man, why is the suit so important? Because the modern suit is a symbol of professionalism, sophistication, strength. Think of it like a suit of armor. That's how I look at it. My wardrobe. When I put on a suit and I know that suit's fitting me nicely, doing what it's made to do, which is make my body look better. I feel bulletproof. And I want that for you. I want that for you. When people start treating you different, when people start moving different, but just because of how you carrying yourself, I want that for you. Now that we've established why this is important and why it matters, I want to actually walk you through the process on how to go about getting your first suit. Because a lot of people will tell you that you need to buy a suit and just leave you to your own devices. No, I want to help you. I want to help you. Because I made a lot of mistakes. I made enough mistakes. We got to get it right. We got to get it right. First thing you need to establish, what is the purpose of these suits? What this suit that you're going to get, your first suit, you need to establish why you're getting it. Is this a versatile all-around suit? Is this an all-around suit, a suit that you have to wear for every occasion that you just need to have, whether it's a funeral, a wedding, a meeting, an interview, you need to wear this suit. If this is the one suit, you need to get the bang for your buck. Or is this for a job and this is just the first of many suits that you're going to be getting? Or have you just decided that you have a love for suits? So this is going to be the first of many that you're going to get. But it's not for business. It's for pleasure. Maybe it's for church. What's the purpose? What are you getting a suit for? Where do you plan to wear it? That's how you determine the direction you want to go in. Business suits, okay. Casual suits. So once you decide which type, what the purpose of your suit is, now we're going to talk about what type of suit you're going to get, okay? So what type of suit are you going to get? There are 3 types of suits that you can get. 3 main types of suits that you can get. You can either get them off the rack, which is basically a pre-made pattern which is made to fit is made to fit a specific set of people. That's when you get your, when you hear people talk about I'm a 48 short, 48 long, and you go to the mall, you go to Macy's, you go to Nordstrom, you tell them I'm a 48 long, you go to Men's Warehouse, off the rack. Usually with off the rack suits, unless you're within a certain body type, you're going to need to get it tailored a lot in order for it to look decent. And that's just the truth. Second, made to measure suits. These suits are where they're taking a pre-made pattern, but they make adjustments to it based off of your specific body type. So the style of the suit is the style of the suit, but they adjust it in order to, whether it's taking your sleeves in, bringing your shoulders out more. Those are all, you get more customization. You get more design features. You can also control how they look. Like, as you can see, like these lapels are a little bit more modest than I normally like to wear, but you can see, but you can control things, the fabric choices, all these things, the sleeves, functioning buttonholes. That's something that's very important. Look, functioning buttonholes, that's a feature of a made to measure suit. They work. They're real. Now, made to measure usually gets a little bit more on the pricey range. But I found it tends to be more worth it. It's worth it. Now, when you want to go into the big leagues, now you have bespoke. Bespoke is where you have the tailor and he goes and they they literally craft the suit based off of your body, and they make an original pattern based off of your body. Nobody will ever have that type of suit. It is made completely from scratch, just for you. Just for you. That's the big leagues. Usually it costs, and you have to pay a nice, pretty penny for that. But so now that we've talked about type of suits or the purpose, the type of suits, you have to establish a budget. What is your budget? How much are you willing to spend? Is it $400, $800, $700, $1,400? How much are you willing to spend per suit? Are you willing to spend $1,400 on two $700 suits? Are you willing to spend $1,400 on one suit? I tend to find that there's a nice middle ground, because these price points, they can get, when we talking about bespoke suits, they can get upwards to the $5,000-$10,000 easy. But what are the best practices? What are best practices? What are you actually doing when you going to look for a suit, right? Say, for instance, you were to ask me, what should I do, or how should I go about going for my first suit, right? Okay, this is my official opinion or recommendation based off of that. For your first suit, I would stick to classic colors, okay? Classic neutral colors, blues and grays. I would avoid black. I know that everybody loves to talk about and quote the Steve Harvey video where Steve Harvey says that you need a black suit first. And I disagree with that. Black is usually reserved for servicemen. Okay? It's a service color. They wear that at funerals, Secret Service. You have to wear black shoes and black socks, or else you look tacky. You can't wear a black solid tie, or else you look like you in the Secret Service. And are you really going to that many funerals to where you want your one suit to be 4 funerals? What about weddings? You don't want to wear black to a wedding, do you? So that goes back what my actual recommendations are. Navy, charcoal. Pick one of those 2 colors, okay? You pick charcoal, guess what? You pick charcoal, you're going to look more serious. You're going to look more mature. You pick navy, you're going to look more young, calm, youthful, okay? Guess what? Younger guys it's up to you. It's up to you. Older guys, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. Either or, they're both versatile. Just one's more serious and one's more calm and collected, okay? It won't hurt you either way. Pick one. You want my recommendation? I chose gray for my first suit. I chose gray. Charcoal gray, to be specific. Second, I will focus on quality over quantity. I would rather buy one quality suit for $700, $800 than to buy 2 or 3 suits for $200 at the same price or at the same value. That quality suit is going to last you longer than those cheap suits were. And then when you have to buy more suits over and over again because that weird puckering that you got to, but you got to take your suit to the cleaners because guess what? You sweated it because it's made out of cheap polyester, because it's a fused construction or, because it's cheaply made. Guess what? You spend more money. You spend more money up front. You save more in the long run. You get a more quality product. It holds up better. Quality over quantity. How do you look for quality, right? First and foremost, avoid those fused glue canvas suits. It should be half canvas. Half canvas. That means that what's holding the suit, what's giving it its shape, is not glued together. It means you can pull it apart. You can pull it apart. There's material in the suit, and that's what gives it its drape and its shape. Stick to a half canvas for more budget, but if you can, get a full canvas, because guess what? It drapes to your body. You can't go wrong with it. Just avoid glue canvas. Avoid the fused. Seriously. Third, fit is king. Fit is king. Make sure your suit is not too tight. Make sure your suit is not too big. Don't go out looking like a box. And when you button your suit, if you get those weird vertical lines, those horizontal lines pulling at your, just don't wear it. Don't wear it. You're going to pop something. You're going to pop somebody. Don't wear it. A tailor is your best friend. It's your best friend. Get to know him. Get to know him well. It'll save your life. Now, for your first suit, details that I recommend, depends on your personality style. Me, I'm a little bit more bodacious with my statements, so I chose peak lapels. But for most normal people, I recommend just nice, decent quality notch lapels. Make sure they're not too skinny. Like, they need to be at least 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches at least. At least. 3.5 inches at least. Double side vents. Get the functioning buttonholes. You know, stun on people. Take that button off. Stun on people and let people know that your suit is a step above the rest. That you didn't just get it off of Macy's rack. Okay? I recommend getting flat pockets. Get flat pockets. And guess what? Some people, they like jetted pockets. Jet pockets are more formal. But guess what? With flat pockets, you can tuck your flap in and now you have jetted pockets. So guess what? Just get flat pockets. They're versatile, not too formal, but not too casual. They're just right. They're just the standard. Just get flat pockets. Trust me. Depending on your shoulders. If you have broad shoulders, maybe you want to go with less padding on your shoulder. You know, you don't want to look too much like a cartoon character. But if you don't have broad shoulders, then maybe you want more padding to give you more of that structured look. Maybe you can find somewhere in between. These are a lot of stylistic details and stuff to ponder and go through. And I understand that. But all these different stylistic choices, all these things that that most people don't think about. You know, your jacket needs to at least there needs to at least be an inch, half an inch, at least half an inch of your collar showing. Your jacket should not be up on your wrist. It should not be over your wrist. There's nothing worse than seeing that. Guess what? The lapels of your shirt, they should fit right underneath, right underneath the lapels of your jacket. The collar, all those types of just little details there shouldn't be a gap when you're sitting down. When you're sitting down, see that? There shouldn't be a gap. It should just sit on your shoulders. That's how you know your suit fits. When you want to know if your suit fits, you want to know if it fits, try to stand on the wall. Your shoulders should hit the wall at the same time as as the outside of your shoulder should hit the wall at the same time as the shoulder of your suit. All these different stylistic details, all these different notes, all these different things to remember. They all play an important part in just something just that is just a necessity. At the end of the day, men need to wear suits, but men don't need to just have on any kind of suit. You need to have a nice fitted suit. And when you don't have on a fitted suit, you may as well not have on a suit at all because you look bad. And that's just the truth of the matter. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. You look bad. So guess what? If you don't know what you're doing, ask somebody. Ask somebody. Pay somebody. But the truth of the matter is, I've given you everything you need at least to get started. So I hope you'll do with it. I hope you'll take it to heart and do something with it. Let somebody hear this. On that note, I know this is a little different. Content is a little different, but this is a new year, so we trying different things. So I just appreciate everybody for watching and subscribing. Appreciate everybody for liking the video. In advance, because guess what? We gonna change. People like to say that we can't change anything, but we're gonna prove them wrong, because we're not just gonna sit here and criticize the black community anymore. We're gonna actually give them solutions. A lot of people won't tell you these things. A lot of people will sit up and tell you to go get a suit, but they're not gonna tell you how you should go about it. And that's what we're here to do. So I'm gonna start with trying to be a solution and trying to be a change. And hopefully y'all will rock out with me while I'm doing that. On that note, I'm JayyRedd Unfiltered. I'm signing out.